Did you know that in many parts of the country, you actually have more accessible information about the history of a used car than the licensed professionals handling your life savings? It's kind of wild, right? Well, today in this explainer, we are going to shatter that reliance on blind trust. We're diving into how you can take total control of your financial security in Nevada by doing one incredibly crucial thing: verifying your insurance agent. Just to put this into perspective, listen to this quote from Representative Tom Bliley during a congressional hearing on the National Practitioner Databank. He said, "It is unconscionable that consumers have more comparative information about the used car they purchase or the snack foods they eat than they have about the doctor who has a history of malpractice." Startling, isn't it? It perfectly hits the nail on the head regarding the absolute danger of just crossing your fingers and hoping a professional is legit. Now, what's really fascinating here is the contrast. While things like federal medical malpractice data are often locked away behind closed doors and kept completely opaque to the public, the Nevada insurance industry is like a breath of fresh air. They empower you with total transparency. Through highly accessible, public lookup tools, you don't ever have to guess if your engine is legitimate. You can know for absolute certain. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to cover 1. Why checking matters, 2. Agent license basics, 3. How to search, 4. Practical tips and red flags, 5. Taking charge of your protection, and we'll wrap up with an important legal disclaimer.
Let's get right into Section 1. Why checking licenses matters. The high cost of blind trust.
Take a look at this number, 25,000. That is how many consumer inquiries the Nevada Division of Insurance, or the NDI, handles every single year. They're constantly having to jump in to investigate delayed claims, wrongful denials, and unlicensed activity, ultimately recovering millions of dollars for policyholders. But wouldn't it be so much better to just avoid needing their rescue in the first place? And that brings us to this brilliant, spot-on advice from Nevada's Insurance Commissioner, Barbara D. Richardson: check before you write a check. It's catchy, for sure, but the reality behind it is dead serious. If you buy a policy from a fraudulent or unlicensed entity, when disaster strikes, whether it's a flood or a bad car crash, you'll likely find out you have absolutely zero valid coverage. Section 2. Understanding agent license basics. What exactly are we looking for? Okay, so here's the deal. Agents are not universally licensed to just sell whatever they want. It is absolutely crucial that you verify they hold the correct line of authority for the exact product they're pitching you. If they want to sell you a complex life insurance policy, but they're only licensed for property and casualty, well, that's a huge problem. They have to have passed the specific state exams for the exact coverages they are offering.
You'll also see a few different license types out there. A resident license is for agents actually living in Nevada, which means they've passed a strict FBI background check. Then you've got non-resident licenses for out-of-state agents selling across state lines, which is super common, but they still absolutely must be explicitly licensed in Nevada. And finally, there are specialized licenses for folks like adjusters or bail agents.
Section 3. How to search licenses. Your step-by-step guide. This is your primary defense, and it's actually super simple. Step 1. Always demand the agent's Nevada producer license number up front. A real agent won't blink an eye at this. Step 2. Head over to doi.nv.gov and click on their License Lookup tool. And Step 3. Verify that their status is active, check those lines of authority we just talked about, and look for any disciplinary actions on their record.
Now, what if you're out and about, maybe meeting an agent at a local coffee shop or at your kitchen table? Well, the state makes it incredibly easy. You can run a seamless verification right from your smartphone using the official NDOI Connect app. It's totally free on the Apple App Store and Google Play. So honestly, there's literally no excuse to skip this quick check.
And here's a quick pro tip for you. If your agent operates in multiple states, or if you're just curious, check out the NIPR. That stands for the National Insurance Producer Registry. It's this fantastic nationwide database that gives you a consolidated look at an agent's licenses and history across all 50 states. It's a real game changer for getting the whole picture.
Moving to Section 4. Practical tips and red flags. Spotting scams before they happen.
Even with all these awesome digital tools, you still need to trust your gut and watch out for behavioral warning signs. If an agent hesitates or gets defensive when you ask for their license number, walk away. If they claim they somehow don't need a license or are exempt, no way. Be extremely wary. Using only a P.O. box with no physical address or handing you paperwork for an unverified insurance company, these are massive red flags, and you shouldn't just walk away. You should report them immediately.
And speaking of reporting, if you can't find an agent online or if something just feels off, pick up the phone. You can call the Nevada Division of Insurance directly. For Northern Nevada, give them a ring at 775-687-0700. For Southern Nevada, call 702-486-4009. Or you can always just use their toll-free number at 888-872-3234. Their staff is literally there to clear up discrepancies and investigate fraud. Reach out to them.
Section 5. Taking charge of your protection. Conclusion. So, unlike the frustrating secrecy we see in so many other professions, Nevada has literally handed you the keys to total transparency. The tools are there, they're completely free, and they take just a minute to use. The only question left is, will you take that 60 seconds to check before you write your next check?
Section 6. Important legal disclaimer. Stay updated.
Real quick before we say goodbye, please keep in mind that the information in this explainer is accurate as of August 2026. Rules, regulations, and technologies do change, so always verify details directly with official state sources or legal professionals. Which leaves us with one final thought. If uncovering the absolute truth about the person selling you insurance takes literally 60 seconds on your phone, what is stopping you from verifying the people holding the keys to your financial future today?